if I told you I found a 6'9" stretch big build that gets contact dunks, gets a high 3-point rating, gets Hall of Fame defensive badges, and get this, gets an 81 ball control, which means he unlocks pro dribble moves. Y'all know what that means, right? 2K19 stretch big grinding is finally back. What's good, Simply Squad? It's your boy Stretch Big Grinding, and today might just be the day I show y'all the best stretch big build I have ever made. I know, that's a bold statement, trust me, I know. We all know what 2K19 stretch big grinding did, especially Ronnie 2K. He definitely understands how overpowered my 2K19 stretch big was.
Grinding knows what he's doing, he's pretty good.
So understand, I'm not saying that statement lightly, but I'm telling y'all there is no flaw in this build. You know what? To get y'all to believe me, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna tell y'all the badge count before we even get into the build. This 6'9" stretch big gets 17 finishing badges, 20 shooting badges, and get this, 26 defensive badges. And that's before the 4 extra badges you get from my career before you're even a 90 overall. You're gonna be a stretch big that isn't a defensive liability. You're a defensive menace. Now, just like I said in my last build video, you can make this build on current and next gen and it'll be the exact same. So everybody watching this video can make this demigod stretch big build. And if you're worried about what jump shot to use when using this demigod build, if we get 3K likes on this video, I will drop my jump shot video literally hours after this video drops. So drop a like, ya beta. It's free and it takes 2 seconds. You want to see the build, huh? Good, because we're about to get into it, but first, Prize Picks is hooking y'all up this NFL season. Get this, y'all, if Tom Brady, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, gets just 1 passing yard, you win. And the best part, Prize Picks is a daily sports fantasy app that is so simple to use. All you gotta do is pick over or under your favorite player's stats for certain games, and the more you get right, the more you win. So if you want to test your NFL knowledge this season and make some money in the process, make sure to go to the link in the description and sign up for Prize Picks. If you use my link, they will match your first deposit by up to double what you put in. So if you put in $10, they'll give you $20 to make picks with. Thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video, and let's get into it. Alright, y'all, now how to make this demigod stretch big build. The position for this build is going to be a power forward. You can go right or left-handed, it don't matter, I like right-handed. Your height is going to be 6'9", your weight is going to be 218 pounds, and your wingspan is gonna be 7'3". Now I know when I was listening to the stats of the final build, y'all was probably thinking, oh, your speed gotta be mad low, you probably got like a 50 speed. We're gonna have an 81 speed on a power forward stretch big. And don't make me list all the other ratings again, bro, we'll be here all day. So let's just get into the build. Oh, and body shape don't matter, I like to go define. Alright, y'all, so first things first, we're gonna upgrade our driving dunk to an 85. Then we're gonna go down a 3-point shot and make that an 85 as well. After that, we're gonna go down to ball handling and make that an 81 like we talked about. And then we're gonna go all the way down to block and make this a 93 so we unlock gold anchor. If y'all don't know, anchor is a super important badge to have, especially if you're gonna be running the 3 or the 5 for your team. Alright, I like to bounce around like that because it sets the base for this build up very well, and then you can finish off the build super easily from here on out. So follow along with me, y'all. We got a close shot, we're gonna make this an 82. Once you got a close shot at 82, we're gonna make our driving layup a 77. Then we're gonna make our standing dunk a 75. After that, we're gonna go down to midi, make this a 74. We're gonna make our pass accuracy a 53 and our speed with ball a 69. Now defense is where this build gets insane. Your interior defense is gonna be an 80. Your perimeter defense, you're gonna have 73. Your steal is gonna be a 78, and your defensive rebound is gonna be a 93, as well as your offensive rebound being 80. And last but not least, your physicals, your speed's gonna be an 81, your acceleration is gonna be 74, your strength is gonna be 76, your vertical is 77, and your stamina is 94. Now before I explain why every rating is what it is and the badge count that we have, there is one option to this build, and that is to lower your perimeter defense back into the 50s and put it all into strength and interior defense. You could do this because I know some people like to have an 80 plus strength, but honestly, I know how me and my team play. We play hedge defense, so I need to be up here being able to keep up with guards, and that 73 perimeter defense as well as the 26 defensive badges is going to be huge for me to be able to swing and rotate and be able to guard ball handlers on ball for the couple seconds it takes for my point guard to get back in the play. If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. Just take down your perimeter defense, put up strength, put up interior defense, and just be a menace in the paint. But anyways, y'all, you end up with 17 finishing, 20 shooting, 9 playmaking, and 26 defensive badges. More importantly, you get gold anchor, gold pogo stick, gold rebound chaser tier 3, and you get Hall of Fame chase down artist. This is why getting 93 block was so important. Anchor and chase down artist, 2 very important badges to have on your center slash stretch big. Now, bro, y'all can't tell me I've made a better stretch before. My 2K19 stretch was overpowered because of how the game was. It did not look like this. Getting contact dunks and Hall of Fame defense with pro dribble moves. My stretch big on 19 couldn't even dribble. The only dribble move my 2K19 stretch big could do was the between the legs behind the back, which for some reason they let everybody get. This is easily the best stretch big build I've ever made. And the best part, this build is only going to get better. For those of y'all that don't know, you get 4 extra badge upgrades very early in your career. It's literally before you even hit 90 overall. You do a couple quests, you hit 90 overall, and you get 4 extra badge points. Now, I recommend you either put those 4 badge points all on finishing or all on shooting. Now you're probably thinking, grinding, why would I put 4 finishing badges when I'm a stretch big? Well, I've seen people with builds similar to this with just way less defense, and they are getting contact dunks like crazy. This build can get contact dunks as it is right now, but with the 4 extra finishing, you'll be able to bail yourself out when you go for a contact dunk and you don't get it sometimes. So maybe you could have badges like Masher and Giant Slayers to help you finish that contact layup. But again, you can't go wrong with putting all 4 on shooting. You are a stretch big, your job is to stretch the floor and knock down shots. Now for the takeovers, you're going to want to go limitless range first. Of course, you're a stretch big, your whole job is to stretch the floor, and after that you're going to want to go paint intimidation. This way you're an offensive and defensive threat. You are going to be moving on the court. I'm telling you, from a guard's perspective, every guard needs a center like this. Someone who can space the floor, knock down a jump shot, but at the same time be able to hold down the paint. And I think the build name describes that perfectly. You have built an inside out glass cleaner. I wish it said inside out stretch big because we have an 85 3-point, but I still like this build name. It describes how I want to play perfectly because we have contact dunks, we have an 85 3-point, and our rebounding and defense is high enough to be considered a glass cleaner. Now for the badges, I've been getting a ton of questions in my comment section about the badge system. I explained it in my other videos, but I'm gonna go more in detail here so nobody is confused. So if you really don't understand these tiers, then make sure you pay attention because I'm explaining it right now. So we have 17 finishing badges available right now, right? You need to put 10 badges into tier 1 into tier 2 to unlock tier 3. 10 badges total in between the two. That means you could do all tier 1 badges if you want. You could do all tier 2 badges if you want. It doesn't matter, the total just has to end up to 10. So what I would do on this specific build is go Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame, Masher on Gold, and you see we've used 9 badges, which means we only need 1 more. And you're gonna want to go a tier 1 badge if you get in a situation like this where you only need 1 more badge, and I'll explain why in a second. So I'm gonna go Slithery on Bronze. Now the reason I did that is because if you look at the tier 3 badges, they cost around 6 badge points. Now obviously I'm gonna core badge the 6 badge point Silver Posterizer because it costs a ton and I don't want to use any badge points. That way I still have 7 badge points available and I have Posterizer equipped, and with those 7 badge points I'm gonna put Bully on Bronze and put Pro Touch on Silver. Now you could switch this up however you like, but this is what I've seen be most effective on popper builds, so we're gonna do the same thing for our stretch build. Now for shooting, same thing. You need 10 badges in tier 1 and tier 2, so we're gonna go Amped on Gold. Claymore has been an utter disappointment. I was really excited for this badge before the game came out, but after talking to people in the community, it really doesn't activate too often, especially not often enough to waste 3 badge points, so we're just gonna leave Claymore alone. Instead, we're gonna go Green Machine on Gold. Green Machine usually in other use you put on Bronze or Silver, but this year you have to green every shot for it to go in, so Green Machine is actually huge now. Then we're gonna go Guard Up on Gold, and with that we have a perfect 7 badge points available left, so we are gonna core badge Catch and Shoot Gold because it's the most expensive badge, and you can either choose between Deadeye on Silver or Limitless Range on Silver. Deadeye is probably the more comp one to choose, but I know I'm gonna be pulling from deep like I was on 2K19, so I'm gonna put Limitless Range on Silver, and then you can just put something on like clutch shooter on bronze. For playmaking, you only have 9 badges, so you cannot get a tier 3. So we're gonna go quick first step on silver and vice grip on gold. And finally, the most important badge setup, your defense. We have the most badges on here, which is crazy for a stretch big build, and we're gonna put them to use. So we're gonna go workhorse on gold, chase down artist on silver. That way you get the animations without wasting too many badge points. And then you have 16 badge points when you unlock tier 3. That is crazy. You can do so many combinations now, it's ridiculous. You could end up with 3 or 4 tier 3 badges. And I'll show you how. The best, most expensive badge is anchor, so we're gonna core badge anchor. Then we're gonna put brick wall on silver. We need our screens to hit. We're gonna be setting a screen and popping. And then if you wanted to say you have all 4 tier 3 badges, you could put pogo stick on bronze and rebound chaser on bronze. Honestly, as cool as that sounds, I think the best method is to not have rebound chaser. You put pogo stick on bronze, then you put post lockdown on silver and challenger on bronze. This gives you the most defensive coverage possible with badges. Now I messed up and pressed B too many times, but our core badges would be catch and shoot on gold for shooting, anchor for defensive rebounding, playmaking we would have no core badges, and finishing our core badge would be silver posterized. Now y'all, that is pretty much it for our stretch big build. In a couple hours I'm gonna have the best jump shot for every build dropped on my channel, so make sure to drop a sub with notifications on. And you already know, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, show your love, man. I'm over here spending precious hours editing instead of being on the game, which, trust me, I just want to play the game 24 hours a day, but I need y'all to be informed. You know I always got y'all. I want y'all to have fun this year. That is always my main goal. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for all the love on the videos recently. And yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching. I love you all. I'll see you on my next video, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin', 2K we never be